Hi, I'm Mike with Code Academy, and in this video, we're going to take a look at developing for Android and discuss some of the things that make that work. We talked about what Android is and how hardware companies like Samsung, Huawei, and LG can use it to make awesome phones. But perhaps the most powerful part of the Android ecosystem is that it allows everyday developers to build apps for it. Apps are the cornerstone of smartphone operating systems. They're the programs that we all use every day, and they account for the vast majority of the time people spend on their phones. Developing apps for Android is the focus of this course, and luckily for us, there is an entire suite of software libraries, specialized text editors, and technologies out there to make that process easier. The core resource we'll be using when building Android apps is the Android Software Development Kit, the Android SDK. It's a collection of software libraries and functionality that allows us to write code which will live comfortably on an Android device. The Android SDK is extremely popular, and being the main development kit used in just about every Android device, there are tons of device emulators, documentation, sample code, and tutorials available which support it. Most Android apps are developed using a specialized text editor, often referred to as an Integrated Development Environment, or an IDE. The main one for Android is created by Google, and it's called Android Studio. Android Studio is a program specifically designed to make developing Android apps easier. It helps to streamline development and contains useful tools like a visual layout editor, a debugging suite, and a collection of virtual Android devices called emulators. It also has the ability to load up our app on a real Android device and package our app for deployment to the Google Play Store. Using Android Studio in combination with the Android SDK makes creating Android apps as easy as possible and takes a lot of the setup and hassle out of the process. When we're writing code for Android apps, we'll be using the languages Java or Kotlin, but in addition, we'll use Extensible Markup Language, or XML, to develop our Android applications. XML is used to describe data resources and describe the user interface of apps. One of the most important aspects of an application is the user interface, and Android helps streamline the process of supporting multiple device sizes and orientations. When an application is run, Android automatically uses the correct resources and resolutions based on the device's screen size, density, and locale. While the Android operating system is technically an open source project, meaning anyone can download and modify the code, it is officially supported by Google, who is constantly coming out with new releases which fix bugs and incorporate new features and capabilities into the OS. It's important to note, however, that not all Android devices are running the latest software, or even the base Android code that Google supports. It's not uncommon for many devices to be a full one or two versions behind the official Android releases. The last piece of the Android developer ecosystem is the Google Play Store. It's the official and most popular marketplace for Android apps, and it's run by Google. Generally, if you want to release an app you've built, you'll register and pay a fee to Google to obtain a developer's account, and then upload that app to the Play Store, which will automatically make it available to the millions of Android users around the world. You can also distribute applications outside the Play Store by sharing .apk files, which is the file extension for Android. These files represent complete Android applications that anyone can install on their device. One of the reasons for Android's massive success in the smartphone industry is its amazing set of developer tools and its developer ecosystem. It's exactly this ecosystem that we'll be leveraging going forward in the course.